Good day, Super Secret Seekers. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. It's episode 50. Hit the Price is Right, clangs. Let's go. Episode 50. I know the playlist is already at 50 for KOTOR 2, but this is technically the 50th episode in the official count of KOTOR 2. Thanks for tuning in as always, whether this is your first or your 50th episode watching. And I know there are definitely some of you who are at number 50, and there maybe are some of you at number 1. I'd recommend going back and checking out all of the other ones, or at least a bunch of them. There are a lot of good episodes. As much as I was concerned at first about people not liking the talkie episodes, even I like the talkie ones now. They're really fascinating. They're really cool. Anyway, yeah, this is more KOTOR 2 on a Christmas Eve as well. Early Christmas gift, etc., etc. I'm allowed to say that. Don't get all politically correct on me. Today's actually Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's actually Christmas Day. My theory is you can't make a political correctness argument if it says on the calendar. Anyway, so yes, in the last 50 episodes, we have been to Paragus, or at least what's left of Paragus, and then we went to Telos. Then, after we visited some folks on Telos, we went to Dantooine, which is that one? Yes, it is. Sorry, we went to Dantooine. Then we popped on over to here in Nar Shaddaa. Then that leaves 2 planets to go. Where we will go next is Onderon, to the Aziz spaceport, and then really Forest. I think they may have changed that slightly for the Clone Wars. I think TV. Well, the Clone Wars is still canon. I was gonna say TV supersedes video games in canon, right? I mean, it's all basically a moot point at this point. I'm trying to think. It's movies is always the top level of canon. Anything the movie says is canon, regardless of what anyone any time else said. And then I don't know where the levels of canon go after that, because then you've got TV, video games, comics, novels. I would assume it's movies, TVs, novels, video games, comics, or something like that is the sort of, if one at the top contradicts something underneath and the one on the higher list on the list, you know. Anyway, so, and then there's Korriban as well, and Korriban is going to be, I think they're doing Korriban last, because why would you go to a Sith stronghold before you've, maxed out your available level upness? Yes, realizing, I think you guys have told me in the past that there is some, Final Fantasy 8ing of the levels. Final Fantasy 8 would flex the levels based on your levels, or levels of your enemies based on your levels. So it wasn't a fixed point, like it was in the other Final Fantasies, although maybe Final Fantasy 9 on PC had a little bit of that flexibility built in. I don't know. Anyway, enough stalling. Let's punch it. That's a nice little takeoff scene there, isn't it? And we can take off without getting blasted as well. You getting the hyperspace? Yep. I was going to say, uh-oh, what's happening? No, we're just blasting off into hyperspace. And straight to... I didn't know Onderon had 2 moons. We've talked about it having 1 moon, but not 2. Now, this is interesting. Is it just a traffic jam or a blockade or what?
Well, this is Onderon. It looks like there's a long line to get into the Isis starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
That sounds bad. And they've dispatched a wing of starfighters. That's not good. Why is everybody always shooting at us? I'm starting to feel persecuted here.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
I got it. I don't got it. Do we have a... I got one. There we go. Oh no, I found the radar. There's one. There's another one. I can't aim down. There's one. I got 2 more left to go. I just gotta... Whoa! Okay, Atten, what part of keep it steady don't you understand, son? I see him. Steadier. Steadier. There's one more. I got it. Under control. There we go. Under control. I told you I had it.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we've got to land now. I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon.
That's a fixed point, isn't it? You always gotta land on a That's Duxon, isn't it? The jungle moon is Duxon. Carpation, you old scoundrel, you used this... Did you use this because it was in the game and just tied together the timelines, or... Because Duxon is a stop in the second of the Bane trilogy books.
You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky.
I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts.
You know, I don't disagree with you, Atten. So what now? Where do we land? How badly damaged is the ship? I get the feeling it doesn't matter what we pick first because we're going to get to ask all 3. So how bad is it?
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target.
You're looking rough. So, anyway, what now? Or the last 2 are the same question. So, what now?
Well, the space battle's still going on overhead. Since they were so eager to use our hull for target practice, I doubt they're just gonna forget us. Well, I don't like it. Onderon is about as far from the core as you can get and still be in the Republic. But even out here, the locals have heard of us.
We're lucky I was able to find this place to land. Looks like something has cleared away the jungle in a few spots around here.
That's concerning. I don't believe in coincidences, and if you're a Jedi, you're not supposed to believe in coincidences. I think that was from episode 1, right? Anyway, yeah, so I don't believe in coincidences. I'm a little concerned. And we're going to run into some local problems here. Anyway, that's where do we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian War started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
Well, Atten had me feeling good for just a minute there when he said settlements. And then, of course, Kreia has to bring it all crashing down. Because, of course, she does. Okay, so... I don't know, it could be nothing. Could be lots of trouble. Yeah, I already know. This game, it's trouble. Why am I even asking? Alright, so we need to get to Onderon. Enough of this. How soon can we leave? Alright, how soon can we leave?
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is... something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings, and that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Alright. Let's go.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things here he must see.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
She's got a point there. But I was going to say it's because I'm actually... Well, I'm not actually a mute. I just sound like one. That was terrible. Alright. Oh, I was wondering if it was going to... Okay, so we can't bring Atton. He's blacked him out. Okay, so Atton's sticking around to do repairs, so we can't bring him. Okay, fair. So I needs me a sharpshooter, which does limit my options to HK, which isn't a problem. It's not a bad thing. I like HK. And HK, you know, he's maybe a little more brute force than I would usually like in a situation like this, but we can always bring HK along. And who else do we want to bring along? They're decidedly neutral. Kreia, Visas. I think every time I want to bring Visas along, I never do. But I did bring her along for a little bit of Nar Shaddaa. Not really traveled around with Hanhar at all. Goto, I don't get. I just don't get it. And we are missing someone as well, who we might meet here, or we might meet on Korriban. I don't know. I guess we'll find out by the end of the planet, of course. Right. Who do I want? Yeah, because does Hanhar have a bonus for blasters, or does he have a bonus for melee weapons? I can't remember. We could. I mean, I want to bring Kreia, but we always bring Kreia. And I know the Handmaiden's just going to give me a hard time no matter what I do. Maybe Kreia's the right call. So we've got HK and Kreia, who, of course, love each other dearly, so let's go. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm not sure I have a good feeling about this, but I don't necessarily want to say that I have a bad feeling about this either. Oh good, it's raining. So there's the ship. I guess that's round this way we go. Where it stops, I do not know. That looks like trouble up ahead. I'm assuming this is Icanic. And say, weren't these things on... Oh yeah, they definitely were. I was gonna say, weren't these things on Telos? Yeah, I was gonna say you're... What a wimpy blaster. Oh. Do we have to re-equip HK? Somewhere along the way he got unequipped? Mildly annoying. So we gotta re-equip him. Is it the carbine that we had him with? A plasma projector. Sure, we'll give him a plasma projector and we'll give him the heavy repeating carbine too. So that looks like it's got some punch. There we go. That is some intense sounding music. Okay, so both ways seem to go in different... No, maybe they... Oh, that's ugly. A Malrus. Oh, Malrus? Let's, stand back and watch the show. Sure, why not? Let's get involved. Maybe. Sure, why not? Oh, it's all. I wonder why they gave us the little scene there, unless it was specifically to say that, you know, everything is out here is a sort of a predator and it's willing to fight for its territory, so you're not safe. Unless it's like, you have this uncanny ability to talk to animals and use that to your advantage. It's... I'm trying to think, who had that ability? So using the animals or speaking to animals or stuff. Oh, or maybe I'm just confusing that with Oh, finally some remains. A life support pack. That's good. That's very good. Swallowed someone with a life support pack. Damn canic. Was it Ezra in Rebels that specialized in speaking to various woodland creatures? What is that up ahead? You see him right there where I'm pointing the mouse? It looks like an HK.
I've got some news. The space battle is still going on. The Hawk's sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. Or it may be on the other side of the moon. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
You mean like these boys? Oh, that's not us. But it sure looks like, don't it? It's just empty. Is that empty Mandalorian armor? Oh. I say HK doesn't do the melee thing, right? Right. Oh man, they've just got a hankering for some droid bits. Poor HK, just there you go. That was a good shot. Do you see that 65 HK just threw out? Salvageable parts. I think we may need that. Components, parts, components, components, parts, components. And a skeletal corpse. A blaster rifle and a dead Republic pilot. Interesting. I wonder how old this wreckage is. Because it could be fresh. It could be from the start of the Mandalorian Wars, which would have been, what, a decade prior? Yep, I would say that is definitely from the Mandalorian Wars. Revan says we must take Duxon. Our wing of military droid carriers are to fly in low and drop our payload onto the jungle moon. Once the droids hit dirt side, they'll seek out the Mandalorian base and pave the way for ground troops and the Jedi. We're expecting heavy resistance, and if the droids can't take out the anti-air turrets, this is going to be one short mission. But we cannot fail. If we do, the Republic is lost. So we did not fail. But at the same time, rusted computer part. At the same time, what happened here? Parts, components, components, parts, components. It's halfway to being, was it Steve Ballmer, who was developers. Anyway, rusty computer part. Well, we got some repair parts. That's good. We're lacking on computer spikes. That's bad. So the computer part's corroded, but the internal system seemed to be in good shape. With some parts, you may be able to fix it. So it's functioning now. So we can access remote droids and access remote droids. Oh, I wonder if that's what we saw from a distance was one of these remote droids that the brother was the dead pilot was speaking of in his log. Switch to camera, okay, and then we can overload power reactor. But what's the point? And is that us he's looking at? Creepy. What happens if I don't overload the reactor? Because I've only got 7 spikes. I ain't gonna burn 3 if I don't have to. If I'm just gonna blow them up. Root menu, system commands, repair computer core. See, don't want to... Droids available for primary function. Ah, see, it's a good thing I didn't rush to blow them up. So what else? Oh. I just missed something? System. No. Remote droids. So I switch the camera, or still blow them up. Got to have missed something. There ain't... Well, 510 XP. Ain't going to complain about. Now. You weren't creepily looking at me from there. I wonder if it's down in that vicinity that it's looking. Maybe we gotta blow them up for the sake of progression? Possibly, possibly not. I'm just, I know I'm... So. What is with that that's one of those droids, like I said. But it's just stationary. I was gonna say I could use a force power here, but we aren't really needing it. I feel as though this would be a lot more difficult if we had, like, come here first. Now, let's take a gander at this thing. So, I've got lots of repair parts. Let's reactivate the droid. It'll now attack any enemies that come in range. So we can activate weaponry, optimize targeting systems, activate the shields, and the engagement in patrol mode. What if we activate the shields? Leave it alone for now, yeah. Well, not really. Ah, so we do get some XP for it. I wonder what patrol mode would do. Is it just follows along if it was in patrol mode? Ah, skip through that. Oh, once the session ends, you'll be locked in. You'll not be able to modify the droid anymore. Let's just burn it all. Droid engages in patrol mode and moves to carry out your programmed instructions. That's a lot of XP, so... Is it following us, or is it just trying to patrol in whatever set programmed way it was, and we're just blocking its path? And there's only one path for us to take, so I figure whatever settlement Kreia was looking at, he's not following us. Or is he? Just very slowly. Weird. We'll figure out his score at some point. Just not today. Well, maybe not today. Maybe we'll run into... There's another one of them. Yeah. Once you start shooting, the rest of them wake up. You do have some sensory awareness. Kreia's got it under control. Now, I'm looking at... Oh, he is shooting from the back. We could build ourselves a small army of these guys. Or do we want to wait? Or do we want to wait because we need them for a later point in time? Detonator gloves, which I can only assume provides one a bonus to the to your demolitions, which I know Kreia was yelling at us about in the last episode.
The orbital fighting just ended. That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. So you have to do without me for a while. I know, you're crushed.
Beat me to that, Atten. You beat me to that. Alright. You know what? Let's try something fun here. Unlimited power! It's been a while since I've done that. Been a while. Didn't take long. I gotta remember, it's the inverted y-axis. I don't necessarily like that for shooters. I don't want to start playing around the menu in the middle of trying to figure out what the hell is... Ah, some Duros. Wait a minute. Where'd our other friend go? Is he literally just patrolling an area? Is that the extent of his patrol zone is here? Oh, once it's actively engaged in its patrol, you can't reprogram it anymore. So... Oh no, now... He's following us again? He just got stuck? Or is he just... He follows us and then he starts walking back and forth and back and forth? Or is this the extent of his patrol zone? Now, yeah, it might be the extent of his patrol zone. Ah, leave it alone. I'm sure it'll be helpful at a point in time, but I think we can handle 3 Duros ourselves. You've got 2 Jedi and an assassin droid. I'm sure we'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? There's a whole army of them, not just the 3. Oh, and there's another remote droid. Ah, so it wasn't us he was looking at. It was another bunch of them he was looking at. Interesting. Well, F4 is the quick save, right? Indeed it is. I didn't want to hit the F4 and it be quick load, and then we ended up back on like Nar Shaddaa or something. You guys looks like you've had a rough ride. You have led us in a very fine chase, Ewan. The battle above was your doing, yes. Our ship is quite damaged now. Throw down your weapons, yes. Your bounties are worth more if you are still very much alive. Wait, I thought we had taken care of this bounty hunting bullshit. But, alright, so who are you? I am Dezanti Sug. You have heard of the Zug family, yes. We are bounty hunters, very effective, very famous. Well, I've heard of them. I've skewered a few of them as well. Dezanti, never heard of you. Your ignorance is of no consequence, human. You will be educated shortly. So why are you hunting me? I didn't start the space battle. And so why are you hunting me? The exchange has put a bounty on your head, human. Very profitable amount. My family's accepted the job. You and about a dozen others. So, dealt with most of them. You're next. I feel like Goldberg. Zug, you're next. Spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3 in about, 10 seconds. Alright. I didn't start the battle. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world been turning. Your view is narrow, human. The battle was your responsibility, whether you admit it or not. In some sense, we are doing you a favor. The reception you would receive on Onderon would be a cold one. Any colder than this? I mean, honestly, it's raining. We've got things trying to eat us. We've got go up in the sky. People try to shoot us. I mean, really, it can't get much worse of a reception than this. But what do you mean? You have caught the eye of someone very powerful on Onderon, and he wants you dead. But you do not need to worry about that now. Who wants me dead? No, I'm not making a deal. Screw it, skewer him. Very well then. The bounties are still quite large, even if you are damaged and lifeless. Attack, my brothers! Now what do we have here? Force push, drain life, stun, slow. Let's try slow. Have we tried a slow? I don't feel like we've tried a slow. Oh, also, they have guns. There. Alright, now go! Ah, saved. Of course he is. Oh, he's got a stick. Do you guys want to help? Maybe? I mean, you're more than welcome to start. Okay, yeah, y'all are helping out. So I just thought I'd ask. So, you go over after him. I can handle this one by myself. Well, he's dead. That didn't take long, now did it? Oh, Some remains. A life support pack. It's about time they realized I don't want to spend the money on the life support pack. As lazy as that sounds. So we've got credits, an advanced med pack, a life support pack, and a Corellian power suit. You have nothing. Anything around here? Yeah, there was the barrel over there. What's it called? Oh, we've got a... Oh, that's usually something we can pick up, but apparently not now. A plasteel cylinder. I just called it a barrel, didn't I? Roll out the barrels, we'll have a barrel of fun. Nothing too exciting there. Young Boma. Who, despite almost being dead, still wanted us to end his life. And then you've got this cutout on the side with some wreckage. A hyper-adrenal alacrity. I still have not looked up what that word alacrity means. It's a skeletal corpse. Oh, another datapad. Hidden Mandalorian anti-air turrets forced us to crash outside the landing zone. Oh, we may not want to take off straight away, because I get the feeling those things... It tells us that for a reason. Alright, we lost half our troops to beasts streaming out of the jungle, and the rest of us are getting hammered by Mandalorian emplacements. We're pinned down, cut off from command, and the thumping of big guns hasn't died down for hours. Where are those damn Jedi? Probably dealing with the same bullshit you're dealing with, to be honest. Oh, this is the end of the line, yeah. Alright, so we gotta go left. Or I guess when we come back down this way, we'll be again going right. All these little cutouts and all the foliage, flaming wreckage. Oh yeah, you're our friend. So, oh wait, no, this was the right that I wanted. So I wanted to go to the right. Well, I mean, obviously, because you always go right. Right? You've put up with that for 50 episodes, so, I mean, at some point, ducks and jungle, okay, we're carrying on to the next zone.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
You don't sound friendly. Don't look friendly either. Gray seems like a very, well, Imperial First Order-y color. So I'm not rating our chances. But you never know. I could just be paranoid. So I'm just at this point just messing around with the combat because it's only
I hear you.
There's some friends up there.
Acknowledgement.
What is it?
Oh, you can't go. Well, your droid, you're not connected to the Force. I guess they wouldn't be either up there, would they? Not that you can see them. May want to take 3 seconds to see if we can give her something better than the Chuck Norris robe, but really, no. I'm surprised. Neural Band gives her a will save, but I mean, do we really need to? It's fine. The Lornan implant, we really don't deal with a lot of stuff for Kreia. It's like a little bit of electrical energy. And you know what? That's important, though, because blasters are energy-based weapons, so it does not hurt. Gauntlets. +4 physical. Detonator gloves. Yeah, I told you it's going to give you some demolition bonus. Shields are whatever. I'm terrible at using them, so. Adrenaline amplifier gives you some reflex. Maybe some fortitude. Electrical, but it's energy, not electrical, so you've got to... Reflex, yeah, might be handy. That's not too concerning. Let's see. Let's see. Droid parabolic guides, reflex and dexterity, which is good for range. So that's all. That's a +3 versus human. We're not going against human. Fortitude and constitution might be repair. Computer use, reflex and dexterity. What's the... Oh, that... Literally the same. Okay. I don't know. I like that one. Durability upgrade. We've got a durability upgrade on him anyway. See, I'm just like a step ahead of myself, and I don't even know it. An ion striker, which we use minimally, but just toxin emitter won't do us any good. Fire do us any good? Maybe. Neural scrambler won't do us any good here. Molten cannon. That sounds fantastic. Ion striker again. That's probably we've already got one equipped, so that's fine. Energy collector. Oh, it's just like a shield. So yeah, but that's exactly what we want. So, and then weapons, and then me. I just did that one. Meditation band. I really needed to install that. I'm pretty sure there is a mod somewhere on the Steam Workshop that allows me to... what's it called? No, I want somebody that's something that does energy, like that one. That allows me to... what's it called? Not see the head equip. Sorry, that doesn't make any sense. You can equip things, but it doesn't show up. There's no visual indicator that you have something equipped. That's what I'm trying to say. I kind of backed myself into that sentence there. But anyway. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Well, apart from the quick save anyway. Hello, boys. Actually, wait a minute. Sorry, can I stop for just half a second? One more. Yeah. And we've got HK. Frick. And we've got HK with us. Frick. I'm trying to be less prone to profanity. I'm trying to. But sometimes you just have to let that go. Because HK's just gonna... he's gonna spaz out and not do a thing. Alright. I don't care about the Malrus. But maybe he draws in and is bothered with these guys? No, he's more concerned with us.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Well, that wasn't great, but was what was. Alright, hi boys.
Diagnostic. For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Yes, we know. Fine. Unfortunately, they're a little too spread out for... Yeah, and having extra friends along for the ride ain't gonna help us either. So, what I might need you to do is hit a disable droid on some of these little bastards. No. Go in on this one. Or no, is she going after this one? She's gotta make up her mind here somewhere. Let's get that heal going. Might need to get another heal going. Get Kreia to turn on our energy shield.
What is it?
Okay, wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh, we do have levels up for Kreia too. I should be cognizant of that. And, can we get a heal in? Let's just hit him with the lightning here. Yeah, let's hit Kreia up with that heal. That old, not that old school, that heal, that old school. It's been a while since I've leveled her up. So what's recommended here? 1 in repair and 1 in treat injury, which doesn't really do repair, though. So, I mean, I'd rather put the points in stealth and awareness, and then you by process of elimination, you kind of got to put it in repair. Okay, fine. Feats. Unarmed Specialist 5. Well, don't really need her to have Unarmed Specialist nothing. What do you recommend? Regenerate Force Points. I want to say somewhere along the way, somebody says, it's pretty useless, mate. So the question becomes, close combat. We could do a close combat. Dual strike might be helpful. Finesse lightsabers. That sounds handy too. I might go close combat here just to be... Yeah, I'll go close combat. With that here. Powers. What do you recommend? Force Barrier and Whirlwind. I do not mind the Whirlwind. I'm not sure about the Barrier though. I'm happy with the Whirlwind. Question becomes, what do you do after that? So, could do Master Heal. Could do Force Aura. Night Valor, which would be handy. Improved energy resistance. That's not an always on though. Yeah, no. Absorbing the first 10 points. That could be handy right about now, actually. Revitalize. No, that's the one I was thinking of. Force deflection, force redirection. So, deflect range attacks without a lightsaber. Yeah, that was what I was looking for. Horror. Insanity. And that's that one. Master Force Scream. Mind Trick. Suppression. We took a look at that. Drain Life. Yeah, I'm just, energy resistance also seems like it would be handy, too. But I liked Valor, because that also affects me. Yeah, let's go with it. That's a bit selfish, but let's go with it. So, she's healed up. No.
Yes.
That was that my heal, or was that a Kreia one? No, that's definitely a Kreia one. No, Kreia, calm the heals a bit for a second. You might want to consider not energy. Yeah, energy resistance. Yeah, you might want to consider that for a second. So, there we go. We took that out. We're gonna take out that HK droid. I kind of get the feeling Kreia's going to be fine without me, so I'm just going to... Yeah, she's fine without me. She just scared him. Alright. So we'll just... Yeah, that was it. Just it was the little Malross there. Did not help matters. Finish it off in style? No, not quite. There it goes. Took a minute, but we were able to figure it out. A droid carbonite emitter. What's this one got? A bio-assault spray. Interesting. And nothing out of you. So, let's see. You ought to be able to have, yeah, ought to be able to find that now. So, alright. Shall we have a chat with our friendly neighborhood assassin droid and see what he can tell us?
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
As always. Let's see, you don't have to call me Master. No, I just have some questions.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Let's see. DTT. I want to talk about those other HK units.
Statement. Yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
Let's see. You know where the clones are being created, yes. Do you? You do now.
Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me.
Well, hang on. You should know.
Statement. I have no idea, Master.
Well, let's see, I need to know more about these things. What was that? It sounded like a malfunction. Uh-oh, I found something.
Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose.
Yeah, are you sure you don't know where they're striking from?
Prompt. Do you understand me? I have no idea. It certainly isn't a matter of it being locked in my memory core and being unable to communicate it to others.
How would this information come out if it was locked in your memory core?
Answer. I fear that any such information that exists would only come out when a certain sequence of events takes place. That is why I am eager to encounter more of these clones in the hopes that something clicks that allows me to finally pull the trigger.
Okay. So, what's going to... Oh, hang on. Because it's... You should have enough information to be able to find the location of their factory. Wait. Once I'm back on the Ebon Hawk. Shit, I missed the key part of that sentence. Once back on the Ebon Hawk. That one's on me. My bad. So we gotta... Oh, there looks like the settlement as well. We'll go there next time. Next Monday. New Year's Eve, I believe. Yes, well, if today's Christmas Eve, then yes, by extension, 7 days from now, it'd be the 31st, and therefore, New Year's Eve. So yes, we will do that. New Year's Eve, we'll go into the settlement, find out what the hell is going on, and then eventually we'll get back to the Ebon Hawk, and then HK can tell us where the droid factory is. And then everyone in the comments will tell me, for the love of God, Steve-O, don't do that yet. Actually, wouldn't you almost want to do that before Korriban? Because you kind of get the feeling after Korriban, would you get any say where you go next? I don't know. You guys would know. I don't. So maybe that is actually a good question for the comments. Is the droid factory before or after Korriban? Don't have to say anything more than that, just before or droid factory before or after Korriban. So, if y'all don't mind, I mean, it's like I've probably got at least another, 10 episodes before we get there, so lots of time before. So, don't worry about it. We'll figure that out as we go along, but that's gonna happen down the road next time. Through that door. Probably, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on there. And that's for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget, you can check out more KOTOR 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen, in the description down below. And more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe. And we will see you next time.